Thanks for joining us for this live broadcast for National Spaghetti Day. Culinary TV is joining with Americans celebrating the wonderful tastes that can be curled up on a fork that are loved by young and old alike, a great plate of spaghetti. Did you know that the word spaghetti is plural for the Italian word spaghetto, which is a diminutive of spago, meaning thin string or twine? But no matter what you call it, spaghetti can be enjoyed in so many different ways, but it all starts out with the same plain, simple, and authentic ingredients. No matter if you're a food service type, an executive chef, or just preparing spaghetti for a hungry family, it's your signature taste that will bring them back time and time again for more. It boils down to sourcing quality ingredients for your restaurant or your family recipe. Don't try to cut corners here. Quality doesn't cost. It actually pays. Joining me right now is my good friend Matt Maslowski from Carmelina Brands. Matt, I have to tell you, my wife and I raised 9 children, and one of the biggest hits in our home was spaghetti night, using my wife's father's special recipe that he brought with him from Italy. The kids loved it, and my wife and I were thankful because it was an inexpensive meal, and it brought a lot of smiles to the table. And that's the way it is for restaurants as well, isn't it? You use quality, authentic ingredients, and you'll have them coming back for more, paying big dividends.
Hey, Bill. Thanks again for having me. Great to be here with Culinary TV again. You've always been such a great friend of Manja Inc. and Carmelina Brands. We're just honored to be a part of your show. But you know, Bill, history tells us that spaghetti originally came from China. They were simply rice noodles that Marco Polo brought back to the Italian hierarchy and showed them what a beautiful product it is. However, there are those folks out there who think and believe that spaghetti was actually invented in Sicily by Roger II. Roger II was the first, kind of odd, was the first emperor, duke, count of Sicily, and he actually had some people come from the Middle East and create spaghetti using hard wheat. Now, we don't know if that's true or not. History tells us that was somewhere around 600, 700 AD. We don't know when Marco Polo went to China and brought back the noodles, but that's how history tells us today. This is the Spaghetti Day, and of course the noodle has probably always been the star of the show. But what I think most people need to remember is that it's the sauce that counts. Really what it's about is the quality of the tomato that you use when you make your sauce. Because the noodles are the noodles, but the star of the show is the tomato. What you really want to take a look at is how much tomato pulp is in your tomatoes that you purchase. Because if you take a look at what we've done earlier, we cooked up a couple plates of pasta real quickly, so you could see the difference between some noted name brands who we're not necessarily going to pick on too badly here, and Carmelina. What you're going to see is how the water weeps onto the plate. Most people don't want to have this on their plate when they're eating pasta. This is really what you want to head for, and every time you do that with Carmelina, this is what you're going to get. The way the tomato and the pasta marry together to form a complete, simple, terrific bite. What you want to look for, obviously, when you look for ingredients, you want to look for simple ingredients. 2 in most cases, the tomato and the tomato puree, which is the case of Carmelina. You want to stay away from tomatoes that have things like calcium chloride, citric acid, and high levels of sodium. Bill, listen, people can find it at all of their favorite supermarkets across the country, food service distribution, and they can go directly to Carmelina, www.carmelinabrands.com, directly to our e-store and order online. And here's the kicker, Bill. In honor of Spaghetti Day, annual Spaghetti Day, if you mention my name, Matt sent me, when you go to the website, we will send you a Carmelina Care Package. Our marketing department are terrific people. They'll make sure that it comes right to your home.
Matt, thanks for joining us today with your historical and mouth-watering commentary. And we'd like to thank you, our viewers, for joining us on our live broadcast celebrating National Spaghetti Day here on Culinary TV.